For me, I believe that corporations hold the power in our country. And if we want to do good for the world and for our country, we really need to go to those power sources.
I joined this program because I truly believe that I have something really valuable to offer a board table.
I started off in the technology arena, doing software development, product development. I wanted to do something more strategic, and this seemed like a great opportunity for me to learn about what it takes to become a board member.
So I started my career in technology as a software programmer in digital rights management, healthcare software, and then went to business school. I want to be on a public board so that I can do good for the world, do good for our country, and I think it's an important seat at the table in order to make the right decisions.
I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've created trade associations, companies, I've created nonprofit organizations, and I've been on corporate boards since 2005. The ACE Board Training Program for Women is all about training women who are professionals to help them get ready for corporate boards. There are situations where you may be the one who feels like I need to drive the strategy here. And in my interviews with women, about 200 women over the last couple of years, I recognized that a lot of women didn't even know that a corporate board was a thing, that it's a paying position, that it's a role of the very top of companies that are making the decisions and driving the strategies. And realizing that I had the skills and the background and the experience to share with other women and to help them to recognize their value and the importance for them to sit on more boards.
I feel like culture, a culture that I consider good, really moves a corporation forward, and helping a place get to good culture, whether from the board seat or what have you, is important to me.
So my aha moment was the fact that we need an army of women who are ready to be on boards, so that when those opportunities are offered, that they're willing to raise their hand and say, yes, I'll do it, I'm ready. And that was the dawning of putting together this ACE Board Training for Women.
I joined this program because I believed that there was something missing from public boards that didn't address the socioeconomic issues that exist in our society today. And I felt that with my passion and my belief and my background, that I would be a good candidate to bring value to the board table in that way.
We have this gap in our society where women have come up in the ranks and they may be running a full division within a major company, which is the size of a company, but they don't have the C-level title, and most of the time they don't have the actual compensation. And so this program is open to women in middle management all the way up to the C-suite.
We were able to think of new solutions and new ways of thinking that was completely different than if we didn't have that diverse group of people. So that I'm very passionate about, and feel like boards should have more representation from that aspect.
I believe there will be more room for younger people on corporate boards going forward, because everything is shifting so quickly, this disruptive economy that we live in, and adding that element of a very intelligent young person who's got experience can be a very good asset for a board.
I am actually worried about our world for the next generations, and I believe that corporations hold a lot of power in terms of the decisions we make to have a sustainable world.
The ideal candidate comes back to someone who's motivated, someone who is driven, someone who aspires to be in a leadership role.
And so I see this really as an opportunity for me to contribute at a different level. I've contributed a lot on the technical side, but I would love to be involved in bringing new projects to some of these communities across the world.
I also like people that have a passion and who have a purpose, and they want to go somewhere with that purpose.
now that I am qualified from this program, I will be able to bring voice, to give a voice to others that can't be represented at that level, and to speak for them in the hope to create a more equitable society. That's why I'm here.
The ACE board training for women is an 8-week program. The first part of the program is a retreat where all the cohort come together, and we spend 3 or 4 days together, and we go through board governance, finances, and how to prepare to get on a board. The second part of the program is the 6 to 8 weeks home study. So there's homework, there are exercises to do, and there's also coaching. So you'll have one-on-one coaching for some of the homework that you've been assigned from that initial retreat. The third part of the program is where we reconvene and have another in-person session with the entire cohort. Now we're going to go in depth into the finance with auditors present. So subject matter experts who are going to talk to us more about the audit element and how they work with the companies. We're going to go into legal. So there will be a legal expert who will talk about the risks and the liabilities of being a board member. And then we're also going to have an expert who's going to share with us what it's like to be in the boardroom and how do we act in the boardroom. What's the culture and the do's and don'ts, if you will. So those are the 3 parts of the complete program that fits within that 8-week session.
One of the key things that I've done is network with several women that have either a board position or are at the top, and the more I've learned about how they've gotten there, it just has helped me gain confidence that I'm approaching things the right way.
The class has brought out confidence in how to show up as a leader, as a C-suite leader, as a board member. And we have gone through the journey, I would say, individually and together.
The program has been amazing. It has been life-changing for me. I joined this purely from a very academic point of view, and I thought that I would join this program to become board ready and be more serious as a board member. But I had no idea how holistic this change would be.
The self-growth that I've witnessed in women that have gone through this program is frankly stunning. We've had people who've come in looking one way, and halfway through the program they're a completely different person with physical makeover, let alone what's going on inside of them and their own confidence in how they represent themselves.
The program has empowered me to have a voice, to speak up, and to see my rights in a civil society, but also at the board table, because that's really what it's about. So it's not only changed my performance in the boardroom, but it's changed my performance in life as well.
You know, at times she would challenge us to do stuff that maybe we didn't feel comfortable doing, and she would connect us with the right people, and she would push us to go after certain things and do certain things that normally I would have shied away from or not pushed myself as hard.
I can tell you that you are going to go through some exercises that it may not be comfortable, but they're going to be life-changing because I've seen it happen. So participation brings this huge success. And it's like, up until now my life is like this, and I've had these limitations, and I thought I could do things, and I thought I couldn't do those other things, and those limitations are blown away.